Firstly, a very good afternoon to all. And I'm wishing all of you for your annual day, whatever the program which is happening. Really, it is an memorable day for each one, all of us, including me. So, firstly, my greeting to all the dignitaries on dais and off the dais, all the management, Anjuman College of Education B.Ed, and all the teachers, all the staff, teachers, students, and everybody, one and all present here. So firstly, it's an opportunity here taking forward as a chief guest is really, I would like to thank for this opportunity. And firstly, speaking few words about today's events and a small message to all of you. Really, the Anjuman College of Education, I had been here for several or couple of our administration and education or the college related. I was posted as observer for some duties. So I had an interaction, and also it's been a year that I have interacted with the people of Bhatkal here. Really, or otherwise also Anjuman, and I've already been associated with, which I've never shared. Like before choosing this profession as becoming an administrator, I was a teacher but without a B.Ed degree. It was like by passion I was teaching for civil services, UPSC candidates, because I've also appeared for IAS examination and interview. So I was also taking career counseling and motivational classes for the minority students. So I've also been part of Silicon City Public School, which is a unit of Afshana Silicon. So if you would have known a well-known IAS officer, Sanaullah sir. So I've also taught in most of the minority educational institutions out of my passion. So I've already been interacted, and I also known about the Anjuman Institute. Today I am present here or witnessing this event, becoming a part of the program. So really it's my honor, because firstly, as one of the students or the teacher was referring to, really the communal harmony is very much the message shown through this institution. There is nothing that there is no divide in terms of caste or creed or language. There is no barrier apart, definitely no, because the society, we are all there to improve or to grow as a citizen or to become a better individual in the future. So now a few things which I would like to share to all of the students. Basically this is a new experience to me, because generally I have addressed all the students or the teachers as a separate, but you are in the middle. You are the students who are going to become teachers. Indeed, you are the one who are addressing or who are making the future students to become better individuals. The more responsibility lies with the institution. Yes, there is a perfection each day which is fulfilled through this institution. Yes, some of the opinions which were shared through this institute, it is not just alone the curriculum pattern or what you learn or what you are going to teach. It is also about the skills a teacher should possess to understand the student. It is not alone academic curriculum. It is not alone marks. It is not alone scoring ranks. Yes or no? It is to become a better individual, a better personality, or to know to choose a better profession in the future. There is not alone commerce. There is not alone science, doctor, engineer. There are several other professions which, as a parent, you should also, teacher is the one, but for a student, most of his time he spends in his house, other than that he spends in his school. So most of the time they'll be spending or they'll be listening, or in their early years, it is in the formative stage, so you'll influence them a lot. So what I mean to say is child pedagogy. Child pedagogical skills are very important for the teachers or for the future teachers to come. So B.Ed course is really a very difficult thing to understand, both the academic curriculum as well as the practical difficulties you are going to face. Nowadays, for example, there are so many students who they go into depression if they don't score well. Or the parents, they'll be giving importance only to the marks, or they'll be comparing with the better students. So in turn, they develop a complex, inferiority complex, or they may not be able to say to the house the marks which they score. And in turn, there is a depression, and there are many people, very sorry to say, suicides are increasing in the children because of the very inferiority complex which they develop. So it is you who is going to tell them no, it is not alone the marks. Most of the successful people, I am not, with all the due respect to these toppers, 35, whoever has scored, they've also achieved great heights. What I mean to say is, marks is not alone the criteria to know about that individual, or to, that is not alone the yardstick. So there is a better thing, or there is a larger perspective more. That is, there are also some skills that are going to be developed. For example, there are some qualities which is definitely there. He is going to become a chef one day. Yes, there should be a person to respect that. So we have to ensure that in this class pattern or in this classroom, these people are also taught, or they are better understood, and those whatever their interests are known. You are going to identify that, you are going to tell the children, you are going to tell the parents, see, your child is better in doing this, because you will be observing. If his skills in drawing or in so many other skills, it is not alone the studies. So everything has to be happening along with the studies. I am not saying studies is not important. Yes, it is important indeed, but along with that, there are many other things that you are supposed to also develop. Co-curricular activities, for example. Or there are so many things that this institution will be giving them. So B.Ed, or the Bachelor of Education degree, is very responsible degree. You are all the future teachers to come. So I am wishing all of you a great success, and the opinions which were shared from this institute also, really lots of good feedback. And also Anjuman Education or institution is a large umbrella which is creating the future citizens. So I am wishing everybody here a very great successful day, and also many more endeavors in the future, and many more educational reforms to come from because practically you will be the one who will be looking in, and there are also like a technical advisory team here. So I suppose there will be a lot of positive feedbacks which will be taken through in the institution, and many reforms to come. So once again, I am thanking for the opportunity which was given today as a part of annual day celebration.
Good morning to all the dignitaries present on the dais and off the dais. Yeah, introduce me as a daughter of this town, a student of this college, and I am a proud alumni of this Anjuman Institute. My good luck to do all these future teachers. This is the one profession which creates other profession. The teachers are more respected. Not only your profession, the dress sense or something, it is you're respected for what you teach to our kids who are fed with our blood, which is converted to milk, and we bring them up. To teachers, you are to be a good teacher. I always tell a good teacher. I became a teacher not by a choice, I became a teacher by a chance. I'll frankly tell, because I worked in Urban Cooperative Bank. Many of them know that. I was a clerical there, working in a Urban Cooperative Bank for 16 long years. Nobody would have left the bank if by this I might be a manager in some other branch by now. But my only intention was I wanted to bring my kids and make them bright, and nobody should point negatively towards my kids. That was my intention. So I left the bank and started a Montessori for small kids. You know, the Montessori students are 2.5 years to 3.5 years, they come over there. Most of the students they were coming from all over the area, but most of the students were Nawaitis, because I know more Nawaiti than English. I have learned Nawaiti first, then English, because my primary education was in Anandashram, where most of my friends were speaking Navaiti. Then after that, our Montessori became popular. It was with 9 to 10 students in the initial years. When I joined there as a teacher, I'll tell as a teacher, I don't want to place myself in any management because I was a teacher there. I crawled with them, I spoke to them, I cried with them, I laughed with them. And so the next year the admission was 75. From 10 to the admission turned to 75. Students, I can call you as a student, future teachers. Of course, you are the students. Teaching, it is an art. I tell you why it is an art. Some teachers, where I stand myself in the place of management and think, some teachers are only, they satisfy the management, not the teachers, not the students. Some teachers, they only satisfy the management, not the students. But you should be a teacher satisfying the students, not management. Because when you actually teach from your heart, your intention it should reach to their mind. And you have to bring with the live examples. Live examples you have to bring them. Teach them in any language. Language doesn't matter at all. It is the way you make them. Your body language matters. The way you teach them should reach here and should store here. Of course, the media you use is the mouth, of course. That is the other source is not there. But actually you teach from here, which directly it will be stored here. This should be there because this is one profession. This has created so many other professions. So every one of us have a teacher. After my completion of my education in Anand Ashram, I was admitted to Anjuman Girls High School at Basti Road. Even now we had. Rashida Madam was our HM at that time. And many teachers, many students were there. We were very few Hindu girls and rest of them are all Muslim. I know the prayer, whatever you say now, Auzubillah and all, I'm perfect with that also. When they were reciting, I was murmuring here. I remember that the flashback was there. And I had many friends. Nowadays, the present education and the comparative, I'm making a comparison now. At that time, I had a friend, she came and told me some word. And she told to repeat that. Yes, I repeated it. And she told, you became a Muslim now. You come and join with us. And I told, yeah, how could it be? Yes. And that was the age we kept in mind, the religious. Our friends were great to us. The religious came second to us. So, and we were together. Even now, some get-together takes place. We have a group of old students, our friends. We meet there and our flashback, we remember all those events what we conducted. Once I had been to a school here. One of my friends was a HM there, and I never take a name there. She knew that I know Navaiti. In spite, she thought after a couple of years, like 25 years, I met her back, and she thought I might have forgotten it. She was telling in front of her, "E kazav hard go, piu kazav hard go, tika kazav piu hard go," and she was murmuring very lessly. And I just laughed and I was silent. And after the time was over, I was hurry up. I came back and I told, "Maka khaun piyun kayu na kha. You did me so well. That was great to me." This was what students. You have to learn so many language. The other girl, one girl came and told Kannada. In Bhatkal, all are telling Kannada. And Kannada was added now, and she made a tremendous change, which was very good for this. See, learning language never harms you anything because you become daring, because multiple of language creates your platform within yourself where you can face any crowd, students. So learn many language, as many as language you can. And Anjuman, today I felt I came to my house where I played long back. The present situation, the present generation is very rigid, I say, frankly, because of this technology maybe, or because of the mobile or whatever they have in their hand, they don't respect teachers. Today's generation, they never respect. They respect only those teachers from whom they are benefited. I joined here. After my 10th, I joined here. My house is here only, just opposite to your Eidgah there. And I joined here as a student. The way from there to the college was 10 minutes. The way I used to come by walk, that period nobody would give us lift or anything. We come by walk. Walking on the road was only a fear to us, because there were a lot of other boys teasing from backside, this and that. That walking on the road was only a fear to us. When I came to the college, all were known to us, because Zarzari sir is sitting here, A. Khan sir, Aim Khan sir, Kulangar sir, Kurle sir, and Zamirullah Sarif sir, all were known to us, because all these were residing in Bandar Road, second cross. Hope sir, you remember me. And because when I came and took an entry here, I am a commerce student. My elder sister, she was a BSc. My younger sister is also a BSc. And because of because of my elder and younger sister, I became popular there. I don't know how. I was a commerce student. And the commerce, we had Mullah sir, who was a beginner at that time. Yes, commerce went off, we completed. Shailia sir was there, and we completed our BCom. Then I joined Urban Bank, as usual, you all know. After working there for 16 years, I came out and completed my MCom. I don't know how the God made me learn this MCom. I did my MCom in Open University, and to become a principal for this Siddhartha PU College, I did a 1-year B.Ed, an external B.Ed in Saukya. Frankly, student, you don't do that. I didn't learn anything. I didn't learn anything from the B.Ed, but I learned everything when I became a teacher. When I became a teacher and holded a chalk one day before becoming this principal here, I worked for 3 months in Upanda College. My age was, at that time, it was 35 students. I had 2 kids. I had to go to the Upanda College, where I was put. Maya sir was a principal. He gave me a chalk, you go to the class. Nothing, no preparation. Till that, before day, I was in the bank. And the next, after a week, you go and teach. What saved me is, this English language, what I'm speaking here, saved me to face all those 150 students were there in the class. And this language could attract all those students. I became popular by one day. I didn't know the teachers, the students, what I thought is humbly, what I know, I put it on the words. That's all. I didn't prepare anything. Frankly, I didn't prepare anything. Okay, from next day, I have to prepare. The first day was okay, very claps was there, they laughed because some jokes were cracked, they laughed. The next day I have to prepare. I prepared thoroughly and went, and I was teaching accountancy at that time. The golden rule of accountancy was made simple to them, and by that then I learned, without preparation, we mustn't go to the class. Students, you may be whatever experience you have, but without preparation, never enter the class, because the preparation is very necessary. If you go simply, nowadays students, they judge you more, because they get better classes in the YouTube than us. But teacher is very much necessary to shape us. To shape a student, teacher is very much necessary. That you have to keep in your idea, that how you have to teach. For me, the teaching was, I told I came by chance, not by my choice. But when I entered there, I was a good teacher. How I came home and I started. How could be? Teaching is so simple. No, because my mother was a teacher. My father is an MSc Agri with LLB. And my uncle is a teacher, his wife is a teacher, my grandfather was a teacher. So my blood has a teacher's blood. So I could teach very well in it. And now, presently, we have a small, this infrastructure we don't have. Some are our students here. Some are also, they studied PU with us. Ours is a very small structure, madam. Whenever I'll be pleased to call you also once. A small, my father was an ex-serviceman, passed away recently in the August. He was given a 5 gunta of place where a small building was constructed with the help of all these people. The permission was given to construct a building, and college is very successfully running over here because of the support and the blessings of all the elders. The speciality of our college, I feel, to share 2 minutes. We give a lot of importance to all the entrances. All the entrances. It's not only the JE or NEET, it's every entrances. Every entrances, because when the madam's qualification is read off, I felt I didn't had more like her. I didn't try more like her. Our eagerness was, always my eagerness was, at least once I should write UPSC exam, but never I had a chance to write an exam because the marriage took place, the child, this, a family, building a family. And so I couldn't write once also a UPSC exam or KS exam. Now I'm encouraging so many of our students to at least once in your life, you have to write all these UPSC exams or KS exams, so that never you become anything, but you have to face those exams, because these are the weapons which shapes us. Students, it's already late. I was given 5 or 10 minutes to speak, but before I conclude, I tell each of these students who are pursuing B.Ed should become a good teacher. We are in need of a good teacher. That's all. I conclude. Thank you, one and all.
It's time to announce the best student of this academic year 2020-21 who has fulfilled all the criteria, who was the suggestion, who was the recommendation of most of the faculties, and who was the choice of the panel that was that has set for selection of the students. May I call upon Miss Vineshri Narayan H from second year for the best student award. I would request all the dignitaries on the dais, including our principal, guest of honor, chief guest, president of Anjuman B.Ed Muslimin, general secretary, to give away this honorable and most prestigious award of this college. Miss Vineshri Narayan, she is also served as a student general secretary for this academic year. We wish her all the very best. We congratulate on behalf of Anjuman B.Ed Muslimin for achieving this excellence award, and we wish her all the very best for her career. Vineshri, would you like to say a few words? Please.
ಇದು ಅನ್ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ನನಗೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ನನಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಅವರು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನೂ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕರೆದು, ಯು ಆರ್ ಡಿಸರ್ವ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್, ಕಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದವರು ಅವರು. ನನಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ ಇದ್ದವಳು, ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಏನು ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದವರು ಅವರು. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ಗೂ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ಹಸನ್ ಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಶ್ವೇತಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅಶ್ವಿನಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಿದ್ದು. ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ನೀವು, ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ನನ್ನ ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ನೀವಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಈ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ನನಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಏನೋ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to everyone. The chief guest of today's function, Mrs. Mamta Devi, the Assistant Commissioner of Bhatkal, Mrs. Archana, the Principal of Siddharth College, my colleague Ismail Siddiq, General Secretary of Anjuman, Aftab Kamri, the Board Secretary, and the Principal of this college, Zakiya Zardari. My friends and colleagues in the management, the professors, the teaching staff, and our students. This year, we could celebrate the annual day. Of course, last year, we could not because of the COVID. When the principal called me and the secretary called me and said that we want to have the annual day this year, I said, fine. Now the COVID position is all decreasing and everything is gone and we are free and we can definitely celebrate. Annual day is always assessing what we do throughout the year. A report will come and we will know what is happening, how we are progressing, how you are progressing, and how things are moving. And it is always necessary that we should have an annual day once in a year and find out and assess what is going on. Anjuman Muslimin, as we all know, was started in 1919 by our ancestors. They started with a primary school, with probably some 10 or 12 students. And that improved and resulted in a high school, thereafter a college, thereafter an engineering college, thereafter a business management institute, engineering college. I also happened to be a student of Anjuman, right from my primary up to my degree, BSc degree I am from the first batch of the BSc of this Anjuman Degree College. Earlier when we were students, we used to have excellent teachers. They were more devoted. They were knowing the psychology of the students. When the students generally attend class, teachers will be teaching something, students' mind will be somewhere else. Mind will be roaming in the streets, in the house, moving with the friends, and teachers will be delivering his job and he will be under impression that the student is following what he is teaching. That is always not true. The teachers then, they were very much aware what a student is doing, whether he is keenly listening to what the teacher teaches or he is roaming somewhere. And immediately he used to pick up and ask some of the students, Mr. X, come on, get up, what I told just now. If he could recollect and immediately tell what the teacher has told, that means he is following the lecture or teaching. If he says just looks here and there, that means that he is not attentive in the class, his mind is roaming somewhere else. It is very difficult to get those type of teachers nowadays. Of late what happened was, there was a dearth of teachers. It was very difficult to get competent teachers. We were hunting for teachers, it was very difficult. Anjuman as such, right from its primary till its post-graduation, has around 7,000 students on their roll as on today. And almost 7,000 students are being benefited by this institution. Our aim is to see that all those who come here and learns, they get the quality education. And to fulfill that, we want to see that the student gets the best teachers, best lecturers who can come and teach them. Late 90s and early 2000s, we started thinking, why not we have a college of education so that we can produce best teachers. Of course, we can also train our teachers who are teaching, who are employed with us. We can produce best teachers who can be utilized by other educational institutions in and around Bhatkal and elsewhere. And the quality of education in every institution should improve. That was our aim. And in 2007, we started Anjuman College of Education. Right from the day we started, our aim was to see that we give full-fledged attention on the teacher and see that they get the best, and we prepare them so that they can deliver the best. That was our intention. Last year, the local inspection team from university came here. I was also present. I was just with them. I asked them how you feel the college. Then, when they visited, saw everything, and they were preparing the report, they told me, I don't know what to write. And this is one of the best colleges that we have visited. And I have not seen such an infrastructure elsewhere. That is the thing, that is the observation made by them. They immediately prepared the report and wrote and gave us. That was the certification by them. This college is recognized as one of the best colleges. I have also seen many other B.Ed colleges wherein they enroll students. There won't be any coaching. There won't be any classes. The student will never come. They will read something of their own, and thereafter they will write the examination, and somehow they get through. This is not the case with this institution. As our principal has told, we got 100% distinction last year. That is the standard we have. And I must thank our principal, Zakia Zardari, who is putting such an effort. She is taking pains. She visits everywhere she goes round. Now she has been given extra task to monitor our primary and high schools, so that there the students are, the teachers are also prompt. Because once we prepare excellent teachers, we train the teachers, we make them capable of delivering, they will be asset not only to the schools but to the whole nation. And we are here in building the nation. And anyway, you are here, almost many of you are here from last 2 years. Those who are in the first year, they are here from last 1 year. You may be having experience how we deal and what all we do here and what all facilities we provide here. This college has excellent ambience. It is located in a very beautiful ambience and nice atmosphere. We have good library, good laboratory, good teachers, good guides. And of course, I should not say our management members, secretaries, everyone, they are also very good and devoted, and they have been helping. We want that all of you should come and we should become best teachers. You should do best justice to your students, teach them the best, see that they are attentive in the class whenever you go, because I think some of you may be employed and deputed. Some of you are deputed from their schools. Some of you are unemployed and will be joining. And as a product of Anjuman College of Education, you should be recognized as the best students who are being, trained under the best teachers in a best institutions. I hope that you all will fulfill our desire and you will turn out to be best assets to the nation. I thank all of you. I thank who was kind enough to accept our invitation and to visit. I also thank Archana. She was also kind enough to come and join us in this function as guest of honor. Our management, our principal, very good, and I expect still more from them. I hope that this institution will not only be one of the best in the university, it will be one of the best institutions in the next.
Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidata Punjab Sindh